Okay, Mister. Today our lesson is rotation. Rotation about the origin only. Let's start. If I want to rotate any point around the origin clockwise, this rules formulas for clockwise. I want to rotate it 90 degrees rotation clockwise. XY it will be y minus x. That means you have to change the position. So y it will be in x and x will be in y, and you have to multiply x by -1. And for example, if you have 2, 3, you have to switch the places. Y will be here and x will be here, and you have to multiply what? You have to multiply x by -1. You have to multiply x by -1. It will be here -2. So like this, I rotate this point around the origin 90 degrees clockwise. Good. Now, if I want to rotate 180 clockwise also about the origin, x will be minus x minus 1. For example, I'll take a small example. Let's take it -2, 5. When you have 180, rotation 180 clockwise, x, y will be the same positions. Nothing will change. The place will not change. So -2, 5. But we have to multiply x and y by negative. That means this will be plus, because minus was minus plus, and this will be what? Minus. So -2, 5, it will be +2, -5, like that. So these rules are very, very important to memorize them. You have to memorize them to solve any problem. Here, if I have clockwise, but if you have counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, suppose I want to make 90 degrees counterclockwise. It will be what? Means the same as 270 clockwise. So I will not solve 90 clockwise, counterclockwise. I will replace it by 270 clockwise. So when you ask the question, he said counterclockwise, I will change the counterclockwise to convert it to clockwise. And 270 counterclockwise the same as 90 clockwise, like that. So let's take some examples and see how we deal with them. Suppose I have this figure. I have E, F, G, H. I plot the points. It's 1, -1 is the point E. The point F3 -5. This is the point F3 -5. The second point 7 -5. And the 7 -5, yes. And the last one, H, is 6 -1. So I will bring a ruler. Please bring your ruler and don't draw without a ruler. And connect the points. This, the pre-image, is the original one. I will rotate it what? I will rotate it counterclockwise 90 degrees. We said that when we have counterclockwise, I will convert it to clockwise. And we said that 90 counterclockwise is the same as 270 clockwise. So I will use the rules for 270 clockwise. So this I will cross out. I will replace it by 270. The rules for 270, x, y will be minus y, x. And let's start by E. 1 minus 1. It will be. So I will switch the positions. This will be here, -1. This will be here. And I will multiply y by -1. So this will be minus with minus هتعطيني plus 1. So plus 1 plus 1, and put the point plus 1 plus 1 will be here. There's a point. There's a E prime. So if this E, this will be E prime. Next point, I have 3 minus 5. It will be, I will 3 minus 5. Change the positions to be minus 5. Change the positions to be 3. And don't forget, after you switch them, you have to multiply y by minus. Minus with minus plus 5. So only multiply only y by minus 1. So the point will be 5 is 3, 5, 3, 3, sorry, 3 negative 5, it will be 5, 3, 5, 3, it will be here. The second point. So this point is F. Three minus this F, and this will be F prime. Next point, 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5. It will be x will be y and y will be x. It will be minus 5, 7. And don't forget, you have to multiply y by minus 1 to be plus 5. So plus 5 plus 7. And the point will be plus 5 plus 7 will be here. This is a point. The last one, 6 minus 1. It will be, switch them, 1, 6, and don't forget, I already multiplied by minus. So don't forget, you have to multiply y by minus to be plus 1. So to be plus 1 plus 6, it will be here. Now bring your ruler. Connect the points. And this is my image. You see? If anyone asks me, Mr. Where's the 90? I cannot see the 90. Look, I will show you how the 90 is. Where's the 90? Let's take this point F, right? Let's want to change the color. You see the point F? This is the origin, right? Look at the 90 where? You see the 90? Here's the 90. So I rotate F from this point to this point. Okay? 90, look, from this side is 90 counterclockwise. And also from this side to this side, 270 clockwise. You see? So because the rules, also formula that I have them is for clockwise only, I will use the clockwise formulas. I don't have 90, there is, but in our book only 90 to 70, sorry, in our book only clockwise. So I can convert from clockwise to counterclockwise, counterclockwise to clockwise, but you have to use the rules of the formulas clockwise. Let's go next question. I have this one. I have this triangle. Let's plot the points 3 minus 1. I have 5 minus 4, and I have 1 minus 5. Connect them. And I will write the image. So let's first name them. This point 3, 1, this point E. 5 minus 4 is Y. Sorry, this X. And 5 minus 4 is for Y. And Z is 1 minus 5. This Z. Let's rotate this one. I want to rotate it 270 counterclockwise. You see 270 counterclockwise. That I will convert counterclockwise to clockwise. Sorry, this is about origin. Responsible about origin only. So counterclockwise is the same as 90 clockwise. So I will cross this one and I solve only. I will use the rules for 90 clockwise. The rules for 90 clockwise, xy, it will be y minus x. You have to switch and you have to multiply now x by minus, not y like the previous one. Let's start. The first point, it was 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. It will be, you have to switch minus 1, 3. And you have to multiply what? You have to multiply x by minus. So this will be this x to be minus. I finished from the first point. I can plot it. Minus 1, minus 3. Next. Five minus 4. 5 minus 4. It will be, I will switch them to be minus 4, 5. And you have to multiply x by minus. So this x to be minus 5. So the next point, minus 4, minus 5. There's a point. Next one, the last point, it's 1 minus 5. So you have to switch to be 1 minus 5, 1. And you have to multiply x by minus. Multiply x by minus. So it will be minus 5, minus 1, minus 5, minus 1. And now bring your ruler. Connect the points. And here, the points. Minus 1, minus 3. This is a point E prime. The point Y prime, minus 4, minus 5. The point Z prime, minus 5, minus 1. I did a mistake, small mistakes here, sorry. I did a small mistake. That mistake is this one, this point must be here. -5, -1. I put -1 here. Just a small mistake. I am sorry. So let's just I want to change. That is this is a point. This y prime and z prime -5 -1. Okay. Let's see the 270 or 90 clockwise. Let's take a point z. Let's say z. This is a z. You see the 90? This is the 90. You see the 90? This is the 90. I rotate z. You see, if you want to move from side, if you want to move z to z prime, like this, 90 clockwise. And if you want from here to here, it will be 270 counterclockwise. But again and again, I am using only formulas for clockwise, not counterclockwise. Okay, next question. I have this point, this triangle XYZ 30 is -1, 5 -4, 1 -5, same, but I will rotate it 180 clockwise about the origin. Let's start. First, I will put the points 3 -1. I put the point. This is a point X. Point Y 5 -4. Point Z 1 -5 will be here. Connect them. Let's connect them. This point X, this point Y, and this point Z. Okay. Now I want to rotate it 180 counterclockwise. Mister, 180 counter clockwise, same as 180 clockwise. Both are the same. Here clockwise, same as counterclockwise. If the question counterclockwise, same formula for both. In 180, x stay in the same place and y stay in the same place, but x and y both I multiply them by -1. That means the first one, the first point, it was 3 -1, right? 3 will stay in the x position, 3, and y stay in the same position, but I'll multiply both by minus. So this will be minus and this will be plus. So it will be -3 plus 4, -3. So -3 plus 1. This is the point. Second point. I have 5 -4. Same place, x in the same place, and y in the same place. But don't forget, you have to multiply x and y by -1. So this will be negative, and this will be plus, because negative and negative are plus. So -5 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the third one. It's 1, -5. Again and again. 1 stay in the same place, x to be 1, and y the same place to be -5. And don't forget, you have to multiply by minus both x and y. So it will be minus, this will be plus. So that with -1 plus 5, -1 plus 5. And bring your ruler and draw your line. And let's name the triangle. -3 -1 -3 plus 1 is x prime. Y prime is -5 4, this y prime. Z prime -1 -5 z prime. To see the 180, let's see. You want to see 180. Let's take the z point, that point. See? So I moved from Z to Z prime 180. And also I can this counterclockwise, and from this side also to that also 180 clockwise. Also, if you want to for y, it will be the same. Let's take the y. You see, where is it? 180. If I want to move from this side, from y to y prime, I can from this one 180 counterclockwise, or from this side to this side also 180 clockwise. So I have this next one. I have this quadrilateral. Let's put the points 2 0 2 0. I put the point 2 0. The K, L is 4 0, M is 5 -2, and N is 1 -2. Again, K 2 0, L is 4 0, M is 5 -2, and N is 1 -2. Bring your ruler, connect the points. This is a point K. This is a point L. This is a point 5 minus 2 is M. And this is a point N 1 negative 2. And I will rotate it 90 counterclockwise. So 90 counterclockwise, same as 270 clockwise. So I will cross out this one and I will use 270 clockwise because this formula for only clockwise. So as you see the formula, I will replace, I'll switch, y will be x, x will be y, and y you have to multiply by negative 1. So the first point 2 0. So let's switch them 0 2, and I will multiply y by I multiply x by y by negative 1. So negative here doesn't, 0 and negative 0 doesn't make a sense because 0 neutral, no negative, no positive. So it will be 0 2. 0 2 it will be here, the first point. The second point 4 0. This will be here, x, y will be x, x will be y, 0 4, and multiply y by negative 0 and negative 0 plus 0. 0 is a neutral, no negative, no. So 0 negative 5, 0 so negative 4, 0 negative 4 is the point. This is the second point. Next, M. M is 5 negative 2. Negative 2, 5. And you have multiply y by negative. Let's multiply the y by negative. Negative with negative to be plus. So the point 2, 5. 2 is a point. Next, 1 negative 2. It will be, switch them to negative, negative 2. This will be 1. And you have to multiply y by negative. Multiply y by negative to be plus 2. So plus 2 plus 1. So bring your ruler and draw your image. So let's put the points. The first one 0 2 k prime. Second point L prime 0 4 2 5 for M prime and N prime. So this point M prime, this point K prime. This point is L prime. This point M prime, and this point N prime. And this is my image. Let's check and see where the 270. Let's choose, and I will choose 2 points. And you see the 90. Here's the 90. So if I move from from N to N this way, that I am moving 90 counterclockwise. If you want to move from this side to this, from the other side, it will be 270 counter, 270 clockwise. If you want us to choose another point, let's see. Point M, let's choose point M. Now rotate around the origin. You see this is the 90. This is the 90. Okay. You see the 90. This is the 90. Also, this M prime. I move 90 counterclockwise, and from this side I move 270 clockwise. Give me a circle, like a circle. 360.